All-American Trophies for all your screen printing and embroidery needs.
ArtMade, offering custom frames, art supplies, and jewelry.
Buffalo Wings and Rings, a sports restaurant experience located in South Minot.
Badlands Bar and Grill, located on 31st Avenue in Minot. Fiance, with all your prom and bridal needs, located in downtown Minot.
KCJB 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports.
KIZZ FM Z94, playing today's hit music.
Mix 99.9, Minot's music mix.
Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream, serving the Midwest since 1972.
KRRZ, 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KZPR 105.3 FM, Minot's rock station.
Jacobson Music, bringing music to the Northern Plains since 1980.
KYYX, Kicks 97.1, bringing Minot country since 1977.
MSU Beavers Hockey, online info at msubeavers.com.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
MSU Theater Department, year-round entertainment.
Forward Communication, connecting professionals in the Midwest.
MSU Bookstore, for all your campus needs.
The Red and Green, MSU's student-run newspaper.
Magic City Hoagies, locally owned sandwich shop located in Southwest Minot.
Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, beer.
Mike Blessum, your local State Farm representative.
Taco John's, offering fresh tacos, burritos, nachos, and breakfast. Drive-In Financial, connecting faith and finances.
PMQ Entertainment, performing at weddings, proms, and dances.
The Pursuit, creating a place in Minot where everyone is welcome.
Mouse River Players, community theater since 1971.
H-Bar-B Construction, for all your oil field needs.
Welcome to episode 3 of Inside Out. I'm Lane Starston.
And I'm Briley Boyce.
We've got a little change in our lineup here tonight. We're going to be kicking it off with Blake Friars with sports.
Yep, and then I know we have Kyler Sharp out in the Dome for our second live shot.
And then you have Mia Lupo, a broadcasting senior. What are you talking to her about?
Yep, so we're going to talk about her event next Tuesday, the college, My Story, Your Story, and you guys will hear more about that soon. And then your interview, Ben Helen, is coming, and what are you guys talking about?
Yeah, he's the new intramural coordinator over at the Wellness Center just across the street here. I'm going to kind of pick his brain about some of the things that he's got planned coming up.
Okay, and after that, I know we have Taylor Rosari with the news.
And we're going to round it off with Hannah Davis with the weather.
Yep.
So, Blake, tonight is our last home hockey game of the season.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good crowd tonight. It was a good crowd last weekend for senior weekend for both the men and the women. It's always an electric crowd, especially when it's the last one before they go off to Columbus, for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm planning on being there. I mean, of course, you're going to be there. You're calling the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. It's my second year doing it, first full season. Just getting games on my belt. It's been great so far.
Yeah.
The men's basketball team season and heartbreak last week. The Beavers held a 3-point lead on the Mavericks with 10.1 seconds to go in the game. The all-time leading scorer was at the line with a chance to ice the game and send the Beavers to the semifinals. Rudolph converted on 1 of 2 from the line, and the Mavericks were still alive. Krieger hit a game-tying 3 at the buzzer to send the game off to overtime. The Mavericks controlled the overtime. The Beavers only scored 4 points in the extra frame. Final score, 84-79. For Russ Davis, Brandon Green, Luis Ricci Maya, Nathaniel Moore, and Tyler Rudolph, it was their final home game, our final game as a Beaver. The softball team continued their hot start to the season in their 3rd mini tournament in the bubble. Beavers defeated University of Minnesota Crookston twice, 5-2 and 6-4. The record is now 12-4 on the season. The Beavers' offensive attack has been key to their early success as they lead the nation in doubles and are second in triples. The team will now head to St. Joseph's, Missouri for the Hy-Vee Classic. They will play 5 games against Washburn University, Northeastern State University, Pittsburgh State University, Missouri Western State University, and the University of Central Oklahoma. The Minot State baseball team went 1-3 after falling 3-4 games to Pittsburgh State University. They traveled to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and will play 2 games against Concordia State St. Paul at US Bank Stadium. The Beavers looking to build on a strong season last year, which saw them win 29 games and make the NSIC tournament. The golf team is heading to the Sin City for the Minot State Invitational on March 9th and 10th. They will also take on Winona State March 12th and 13th. This is the final tune-up before the NSIC champion on April 16th, 17th, and 18th. The women's hockey team finished the season 24-4-1 with the best record in the ACHA. They'll be the number 2 ranked going into the national tournament. In nationals, they will play the University of Buffalo, Liberty, and Montclair. The Beavers had a magical run in the semifinals last year, which saw them lose 4-3 to North Dakota State University. The Beavers were led by Mackenzie Ballo, who finished the season with 33 goals, 51 points, good for 4th in league scoring. The Minot State men's hockey team will play their final home game of the season tonight against the Williston Tetons. The Beavers, winners of 19 games in a row, look to continue their home ice dominance before heading to Columbus for the national tournament. For the 10 seniors, this is the final chance at a national title. The Beavers will be number 1 ranked in the tournament for the 3rd straight season. The Beavers off to a great start, and sorry about that. It's a huge weekend here on campus at Minot State. The college is hosting the Class B girls basketball tournament. A lot of organization goes into the tournament like this. Standing by with more of the details is Kyler Sharp.
Thanks, Blake. What an exciting opening day it has been here at the MSU Dome for the Class B State Girls Basketball Tournament. There's a lot of organization that comes into events like this, and one of the guys that has helped organize an event like this and is actually a team host for the Thompson Tommies is Dan Langamo. So Dan, can you tell me a little bit about what goes into being a team host?
Well, the way I look at it is the job of a team host is to kind of be the team's goodwill ambassador to Minot. And so anything I can do to make their stay in Minot as pleasant as possible, to make their tournament experience as memorable as possible, that's what I want to do. And basically become part of the team for that entire time that the team is here in Minot.
How has today been for you? Has it been stressful? Have you been super busy?
Well, fortunately my team is, they've been here before, and so they kind of know the drill, and they're very easy to work with. They're not too terribly demanding at all. Once in a while things may be a little bit hectic, but in a very fun sort of way. And so it's certainly something that I've enjoyed for over 25 years now as a team host, and hopefully I can continue to do that in the future as well.
How exciting was it for you to see your team upset a number 2 seed in the first round of this tournament?
That was unbelievable. The Tommies just played hard the whole game. They hung in there, and the only time they really led was at the very end of the game, and they won by 3. But it's just a testament to how hard they work. Played 32 minutes and came out on top. A very, very thrilling game, but that's part of the excitement of the State Class B.
No, well, thanks for being here again, Dan.
Well, you're more than welcome. I appreciate the opportunity to visit with you.
We're always glad to have you. So just a quick recap of what happened here earlier at today's MSU Dome is Thompson, again, upset the Langford area Edmore Munich, which was a number 2 seed, 39-36. Also, rugby, as you've seen earlier, fell to Killdeer 51-45. And coming up next, we have, or at 6:30, I should say, we have the number 1 seed in Medina Pingree Buchanan versus Watford City. And to cap things off for the night, we have Kindred versus the number 5 Grant County. So it's an exciting night for the girls basketball here at the state tournament. And we know people here at the Dome are going to be very excited to finish watching these games here tonight in the first round. So we're going to send it back to Briley and Lane in studio.
Thanks, Kyler. It's always fun to hear about sports. Speaking of sports, we have an event next Tuesday that is going to be held by a former football player. But today, I have senior communications major Mia Lupo with us, who is behind the big event coming up next Tuesday. So thank you for being with us here today, Mia.
Yes.
And so what exactly is happening on March 6th?
Okay. So I coordinated an awesome event, and I'm very excited about it. Yeah, so we have Ryan Fila. He's, like you said, former football player, current MSU senior, and he's just generally done so much beyond football, like with his whole college experience in the 5 years he's been involved. And he's just been so involved in every school that he has been in, and he's been in 3 different schools. He'll talk about it at the event. But yeah, he's an excellent source of experience for students to tap into. He has so much knowledge and wisdom he's gained that he can really share information that would really help students get through college, and not only get through college, but make the most of their college experience. So on March 6th in the Beaver Dam, he's going to speak for 30 minutes or so about his college experience and his story, and hopefully students can relate to it with their own stories and find little tips and some wisdom on how they can add it to their college experience. And then afterwards, there's going to be a Q&A with students on the panel, and students that attend can ask questions from, specifically to Minot State or in general, just about how they can maximize their experience.
That's awesome. So I know this wasn't just out of the blue, right? You chose to coordinate this event for your senior project. Did you want to let the viewers know what senior project actually is?
Yeah, so if you're a liberal arts major, you have to do a senior capstone project in order to graduate, so that your department and professors can see that you've gained and you've learned something kind of tactical to take with you outside of college and when you graduate. So I decided to coordinate an event.
Why did you choose this event in particular?
Because at the time when I was thinking of what to do for my senior project, I was actually in a PR class where we did that. We kind of coordinated little things, little events for like Giving Hearts Day and stuff like that happens in Minot. And I thought, well, I have the tools to do this and I have the resources to do this for free, so that's what I chose to do.
So the event is next Tuesday.
Yes.
Do you have everything complete for the event?
Basically, yeah, we're getting really close. It's kind of nerve-wracking a little bit, but we're kind of just putting together. We're gonna have a photo booth there, so spoiler, you can take pictures and hashtag and they can get printed. So we're kind of making like the props for that this weekend, and just little things for me to do while I'm there. Like I'm going to introduce him and introduce people on the panel. I just have to get that stuff written out, but yeah, everything's basically done.
And to enter this event, do you need a student ID? Is it a certain cost?
No cost at all. It's totally free, and it's open to the public. We've even invited the high schools here in town to come, because I thought it would be a good message for high schoolers to hear too. But yeah, and with the free MSU ID, you can get free food because it's in the Beaver Dam.
Well, thank you so much for being with us here today, Mia Lupo. Remember, the college My Story, Your Story is March 6th at 7 p.m. in the Beaver Dam, and it's free. Free food as well. She told me before I even interviewed her on set, that's a baked potato bar.
Yes,
and
I especially requested that.
Yeah, so you don't want to miss it. Still to come is Lane Sarson's special guest, Ben Helen, Taylor Azari with the news, and Hannah Davis with weather, after these underwriters.
All-American Trophies for all your screen printing and embroidery needs.
ArtMade, offering custom frames, art supplies, and jewelry.
Buffalo Wings and Rings, a sports restaurant experience located in South Minot.
Badlands Bar and Grill, located on 31st Avenue in Minot. Fiance, with all your prom and bridal needs, located in downtown Minot.
KCJB 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports.
KIZZ FM Z94, playing today's hit music.
Fix 99.9, Minot's music mix.
Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream, serving the Midwest since 1972.
KRRZ, 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KZPR 105.3 FM, Minot's rock station.
Jacobson Music, bringing music to the Northern Plains since 1980.
KYYX, Kicks 97.1, bringing Minot country since 1977.
MSU Beavers Hockey, online info at msubeavers.com.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
MSU Theater Department, year-round entertainment.
Forward Communication, connecting professionals in the Midwest.
MSU Bookstore, for all your campus needs.
The Red and Green, MSU's student-run newspaper.
Magic City Hoagies, locally owned sandwich shop located in Southwest Minot.
Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, beer.
Mike Blessum, your local State Farm representative.
Taco John's, offering fresh tacos, burritos, nachos, and breakfast. Thrive-In Financial, connecting faith and finances.
PMQ Entertainment, performing at weddings, proms, and dances.
The Pursuit, creating a place in Minot where everyone is welcome.
Mouse River Players, community theater since 1971.
H-Bar-B Construction, for all your oil field needs.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Lane Sarston, and across from me is my special guest here today. This is Ben Helen. He's a corporate fitness major, but you've also got a new job here, and that's what we're here to talk about today over at the Wellness Center.
Yeah, so I just took over as of January 1st the position of intramural coordinator at the Wellness Center. So I run all of the intramural sports programs. I plan them, organize them, run them on the night of the event, and kind of just organize the season and do that.
All right, why did you want the job? What got you interested in it?
So actually our wellness specialist, Courtney Burkhard at the Wellness Center, she approached me with the job opportunity when she knew it would be opened, said that she thought it'd be a good fit, good experience, and I thought the same, so decided to apply for it and ended up getting the job. So
congratulations.
Thank you.
What are some of the things on the upcoming calendar that you have planned?
So we're just going to finish up our bowling and basketball seasons next week. And then after spring break, we're going to start our co-ed volleyball league and our co-ed kickball league. Kickball will actually take place in the bubble on campus, so that's kind of cool that we get to utilize that. And then in April, we're going to have a lot of try a lot of new things. So we'll take it, if weather permitting, we'll take it outside to Hammond Park and do some 3-on-3 basketball and doubles tennis out there, try something new. So we're really looking forward to that.
That's great to hear about all these new opportunities, because up until now, as far as I know, it's really been like basketball, volleyball, like I think flag football was about it. It's nice to see these new ideas coming in. How do people sign up for these events?
So you can sign up either on imleagues.com, or they have an app, IMLeagues app. Or now we're also offering in-person sign up at the Wellness Center. So first floor desk of the Wellness Center, you can come sign up for anything.
How are the sign-ups going? Because you said you've got kickball right around the corner. I know that's one here in the broadcasting department. We're trying to put our own little team together to play, but how's it going so far?
It's going well. Volleyball and kickball we've got some good numbers going right now for teams. It's been kind of a slower start to the semester to start with, but things are looking up for this kind of second half of the semester when we get back from break. So looking good to come.
Do you guys know what may have caused that slower start? Just everyone's kind of afraid to do anything?
I think maybe just a little bit of transition work from one coordinator and then me coming in to a new position, about kind of the marketing of it, and getting things advertised was a little bit more difficult. I struggled with that a little bit on just kind of getting the ball rolling. But
all right, so you are a senior. Yep. So how long are you going to be here with this job?
Looking into, I've got a couple semesters left actually. So I'll be here through next spring, and then at that point, then probably next fall, we'll start looking for someone to replace me, in which then I will train them in that final semester.
All righty. Well, thank you very much, Ben, for being on this show with us.
Absolutely.
Folks, that is Ben Helen, the new intramural coordinator. But I'm going to go look over here at Taylor Rosari. Taylor, you've got some info on the state fair lineup. Who's coming to town?
There's actually quite a few popular artists that I feel like might be more popular with the older crowd, but they're definitely targeting the younger crowd too. And then there's also a couple more events happening this weekend that might be pretty exciting to those in the community.
All right.
The lineup for the 2018 North Dakota State Fair was just released, and it is nothing short of exciting. Artists like Florida Georgia Line, Nickelback, and Cheap Trick will perform in the Magic City this summer. The State Fair runs from July 20th through the 28th. You can get all of the info on tickets for these shows and other fair events at ndstatefair.com. Minot State senior Ryan Fila will be presenting his journey through higher education in college, My Story, Your Story. Following the presentation, there will be a question and answer discussion panel. Doors open at 7 p.m. on the second floor of the Student Center in the Beaver Dam. A new tagline for MSU may be in place soon. The Flint Group, who is a marketing firm out of Fargo, presented 4 new lines for Minot State. Faculty offered feedback as they move closer to a new image for the university. The new tagline will replace "Be Seen, Be Heard." If students would like to voice their opinion on potential taglines, contact Marketing Director Teresa Loftusness. Taking a math course may be more cost-effective for students next fall. Math instructor Jennifer Sherman says a systematic change will help students achieve their degree faster and at a less expensive rate. The new model will allow students who do not meet their math credits required to take the desired course along with a math lab. The lab is an additional class period where students will work with professors and fellow students to improve those math skills. The current academic skills course will still be offered for online distance learning students. The Minot Association of Builders Home and Garden Show takes place this weekend at the North Dakota State Fair Center. Hundreds of exhibitors will provide ideas in areas like landscape design, interior design, and home entertainment. Doors open at 1 for the MAB Home and Garden Show at noon on Friday and 10 a.m. on Saturday. The Minot Flea Market will also be held Saturday from 8 to 4 at the North Dakota State Fair Center. It is the largest of its kind in North Dakota. Sellers come from all over to exhibit their antiques and collectibles. The 90th Academy Awards will be broadcasted Sunday, and MSU Life will be hosting an Oscar party in the Beaver Dam. The event begins at 7 and goes until 9. The event is also free for students with valid MSU ID, and food will be provided. So not only is there a lot of stuff going on off campus, but this weekend it seems to be that campus is pretty crowded because the Class B is going on. Yeah. And also there's a prospective student visit on Saturday at 10. So
we're going to have lots of unfamiliar faces running around. One thing I want to talk about though is those taglines. We've gotten to see some of them.
I haven't gotten to see or hear anything about them. So do you know anything?
Lane, do you want to let them know what the other ones are?
One of the ones that I saw was U Unlimited. So it sounds like we are now a phone company here at Minot State. And then there were a couple other ones. I don't exactly remember them off the top of my head, but I was not happy with any of them. I think though Hannah remembers one of the other ones.
Yes, they have one I liked that was Learn, Do, Succeed, and I thought that was pretty nice and pretty good. But although you don't like those taglines, I think you might like this weather a little bit more. I'll take you over to the weather center on the other side over there. It's really nice. I mean, right now the current temperatures are just beautiful across the map. It's a little warmer in the west, but in the east, it's still warm at around 20 degrees. So we really can't complain. And these are the actual temperatures. This is what it actually feels like outside. The wind is pretty calm, especially here in Minot. The wind is only about 4 miles per hour, so it actually feels the way it looks right now. But with these warmer temperatures, we are having some snow melt, so you're going to want to still wear your boots and be careful not to splash in any puddles when you wear your nice spring outfits. And then our MSU baseball team will be playing at the US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, and they have some beautiful temperatures. They have some mid-40s on Sunday, and then it cools down a little bit on Monday and Tuesday. We'll have some upper 30-degree temperatures, which looks nice on the board, but on Tuesday when they're traveling back here to Minot, they may actually have to drive through a little bit of snow, so hopefully they do have some safe travels, and of course I hope they play amazingly over in Minneapolis and they have a good trip. So here is our 7-day forecast. Last week we had a warm up, but this week we're kind of having a cool down, unfortunately. We're going from mid to lower 30s all the way down to 20s over here, as you can see, and it's looking like we'll have some snow in the forecast. I think what I read, the highest chance for snow will be on Monday, so bundle up then, but it'll only be about 31 degrees, so it shouldn't stick too badly on the ground. It shouldn't accumulate too much, so we shouldn't lose too much of that snow melt that we've already gotten this week. And honestly, the lows aren't too bad for the beginning of the week, but the later it gets into the week, the lower the lows get. So you're going to want to bundle up when you go to bed and stay warm, of course. These temperatures aren't too bad, and we do have some sun on Wednesday, although it'll be partly cloudy. But Lane and Briley, honestly, I'm not too upset with these temperatures, even though it will be cooling down a little bit. The cool down isn't brutal. We won't be getting any negatives per se, which is nice, especially since it's finally March.
I mean, when I went outside today to come over and walk over to the studio, I couldn't help but smile. It felt so amazing outside.
Yeah, I had to run a quick errand before the show. One of the videos didn't quite work out right, and it wasn't that bad. I was almost half tempted to take my time on the way back, but I don't think anybody here would have appreciated that for me.
I didn't even have to wear a jacket outside, which was a first, because usually I'm wearing like to go get food or something.
Yeah, of course. It's so much warmer. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, Hannah. We really appreciate it, especially with the fact that weather is going to be warmer now.
Yes.
But we've neared the end of our show here today. We do want to just remind everyone that's on campus that is watching this show to watch out for all the extra traffic that is going to be around campus, as we do have the Class B tournament in town, and then we've also got the prospective students coming to visit.
Right. I also want to thank Mia Lupo for being on the show today. Remember, next Tuesday, March 6th, is the College My Story, Your Story presentation in the Dam at 7 p.m. Free food, free of charge. Be there.
Yeah, and I want to give another thank you to Ben Helen. It sounds like he's doing a great job over there. I actually have a job over at the Wellness Center as a rock wall employee, so I help keep people from falling off the wall.
Nice.
But yeah, interact with him a little bit every day, and he does a great job. I'm looking forward to seeing all these new ideas that he has. The tennis sounds interesting. I've never been very good at tennis myself. I grew up playing baseball, but yeah, so we'll give it a try.
Okay, tennis. But whenever Blake mentioned earlier that the last home hockey game is tonight, I definitely know that I'm going. I love hockey, and especially with me graduating in May, it'll be my last.
Oh no!
I know, collegiate hockey game, so I'm definitely going tonight. Are you going?
Oh, absolutely. Everybody watching, you should be there too. They're playing the Tetons. They're 4-0 against them thus far this season. It'll be a good game.
Yeah.
With that, I'm Lane Sarston.
And I'm Briley Boyce.